Oh, what's up? Let me you came out for BT please. Even though he not here?
Well, I didn't know BT wasn't here till I got here.
I don't know why he ain't here. But was you about to paintball in this?
No, I didn't plan on paintballing at all.
I feel like since you're here, we done playing, BT not here, we might as well talk.
I don't want to. I don't mind having a conversation with you later on, but today for me is not today.
So when is good for you? Because it's been like almost a year. You don't have nothing to say.
I just told you that I don't want to talk to you.
Because you know that you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. I feel like I'm telling you right now. So do you want to fight?
Whew.
No. Because I don't want to beat your ass in front of everybody.
You're not going to beat my ass. So
I'm
if you want to fight, we can fight.
I just said I didn't want to fight.
Okay, but if you would like to fight, we can fight.
What's up, y'all? I've been gone for a minute now. I'm back with the jump off. And when I say the jump off, I mean Miss Ayana versus Reemarkable Eazy-E daughter. What? Did y'all see last night's episode of Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta? It's starting to get some action, Lord. Usually Johnny Blaze is the one cutting the fool. But we got some new stuff going on now. Now, first and foremost, I've been gone for about 2 weeks, y'all. Some health stuff with my mom and I. So, not coronavirus, but things are getting better. So, praise the Lord. But I've been missing talking about my show. So, I'm glad to be back up here talking to y'all. Help me out. Let me go ahead and get this out. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to reach 2,000 subscribers. So, please go ahead and click my subscribe button. All right. And like this video. Comment, all that good stuff. Now, let's get into the episode. Let's start it off from the beginning, honey. The Brat and Deb were talking and having their conversation, their little meeting about this project, this either song or EP that Deb wants to do with everybody. Now, Brat came with her girlfriend. I call her Judy because her Instagram name is The Real Big Booty Judy, but her name is Jessica. We know from Miracle Drops. And some dude, you couldn't really see the dude. All you can see is his mask and the glasses he had on. I don't know who it was. But she had her little crew. So Deb was like, all right. I would have been a little uncomfortable. Like, damn, you got not one but two people with you. But at the same time, she already know now that Brat is booed up. She ain't really going nowhere without her boo. You know how people do. As soon as they get a boo, they got to go everywhere with them. So the conversation started out, okay, you know, but Brat was on 10 a little bit. I'm like, Brat, bring it down just a little bit because I understand you may not want to do the project, but you don't have to really be rude and disrespectful at the same time. And then Judy started to talk and was like, sharing her opinion about what happened with the whole blow up thing when Brat left and Deb left and whatever. And I was like, Judy, you wasn't there. Just kind of, you there to make sure that Brat don't go off. Once Brat started going off and going left, that's when you say, baby, calm down. But you weren't there really for none of it, so you really shouldn't put your input in too much. But I guess she's just speaking up for her boo, so it is what it is. So Deb suggested something new. She was like, okay, well, Brat, you and the people who you comfortable with, Bow, Diamond, Pimping, y'all can do 3 songs. And then the newbies over here can do 3 songs. And Brat was like, all right, that might be kind of cool. I might consider that. She was like, I ain't making no promises, but I might do that. I just think that it ain't that big of a deal. I'm sorry. Let me just say this. Yes, the Brat is a legend. And hip-hop, great female rapper in the beginning. Not even just against females, amongst rap, period. However, she is not relevant in rap right now. Same thing with Bow Wow. Bow Wow, he does music, but nothing's been popping. He hasn't had anything on the radio or anything that's really been hot in a while. But yes, he is a OG. He's been in the game a long time. He was definitely hot and had a great music career. Just now, his personality is just so... You can tell he's insecure. He's an insecure man. He's trying so hard to validate himself. He's trying so hard to prove he got money, prove he got bitches. And it's like, we don't care about that. There's more to life than that. So he just doesn't seem real to me at all. But he's funny as hell, though. I will say that. He is funny. But music-wise, we ain't checking for Bow Wow either. So you trying to beg Brat and Bow Wow to do a song. And even if they on the song, we're probably not going to care too much. If she going to do it with the newbies, do it with the newbies. I think we'll still listen and see how it turn out. So then they go to Bow Wow and Pimping in the studio. They show him Pimping and Diamond and these text messages back and forth. Where you at? Where you at? Better not be no girl. Where you at? Better not be no dudes. Where you at? I'm like, I just do not believe this Diamond and Pimping storyline about them being together on and off for so long. Because we ain't never heard Diamond being with no damn Pimping, but we done heard about all her other relationships. So, I guess it's for TV, which is fine. They just trying to get a bag. It is what it is. Now, Bao starts talking about this damn album. Ayana pulls up on them at the studio, and Bao starts to tell her what the album is about and how each song is going to be about somebody he was in a relationship with and how he name dropping and stuff. And this fool going to say, I didn't say nobody's name. And she like, you just said her name at the end, Black China. And, of course, Ayana, just like everybody else, feels like this is stupid. Like, you do not need to put this album out. This goes back to me saying Bow Wow is insecure. He's trying to tell us, everybody he done messed with, thinking that it's going to get him respect and it's going to get him kudos. And really, we don't give a damn. We already know these industry girls are stops and hoes and messing with any and everybody. So why do you feel like we need to know everybody on the list? Now, I ain't going to front. I'm going to be nosy and I'm going to probably listen to it. But he's still not going to get respect from this. So everybody's giving him backlash. Every time this album that he's on is brought up, I just see the comments and people just going in. And I just don't understand it. Like, he's trying so hard to prove that he's that dude. And it's like, no, you're not. Like, Romeo, and not to keep comparing Bow Wow versus Romeo, because they squashed all that. But growing up, we already knew, like, Bow Wow was the hotter one. He had a lot more going on, music-wise, everything. But as adults, people really like Romeo more because he just is not as corny as Bow Wow comes off. And he's more humble. He be chilling doing him. He got his whole entrepreneur stuff going on. They selling everything. The rap snacks, everything. He's on a talk show called Fox Soul. No, it's on Fox Soul. But he's on a talk show with Zonique and a few other people. And he just be working out, doing him. Like, I don't know why Angela was tripping off of Romeo and wanting Bow Wow so bad. But when Romeo on the Shade Room, he gets love in the comments. When Bow Wow on the Shade Room, they tearing his ass up. They going in on him in a bad way. The Brat spoke to Bow and Pimping about the album too in the studio, and he played a little something for her, and the Brat was totally against it. Why are you doing this? This is whack. You're naming names, you're snitching. What do you need this for? This is going to bring bad press. Everybody is against him doing the album. I mean, I think his mama, she wasn't even as tough on him. Maybe, and I don't like to blame nobody mama, but I think Bow Wow mama should have been a little bit tougher and harder on him and tried to show him more of what's important in life, because you could tell he lacks that. Like, you see Romeo be giving back. You know, Master P don't play. Romeo be doing a lot of giving back and just different stuff. And Bow he's just not humble at all. Something went wrong with Bow Wow. Probably Jermaine Dupri. Hell, that's who I blame. Jermaine Dupri should have had him a little bit more humble. I don't know. The Brat goes to talk to Jermaine Dupri, speaking of him, and I'm surprised he has not been on the season yet. He had his mask on at all times. I said, okay, he's the only one in confessionals with his mask on, all right? Now, the Brat starts to tell Jermaine about the album and how she doesn't think Bow should do it. She thinks he's stupid, it's snitching. And Jermaine Dupri somewhat takes up for Bow Wow, which he always does. He was taking up for Bow, like, well, Bow wants publicity. You know Bow Wow, he loves for people to talk about him, good or bad. And this is true, we do, because Bow Wow be in the news for crazy stuff. Everybody be going in, and he don't care as long as he being talked about. See, me, I would rather not be talked about than to be talked about negatively, but people who crave attention like Bow Wow, they don't care. Diamond and Pimping have a date, and it was supposed to be like something romantic that Pimping set up, and then Reemarkable and Chevy came. So I was like, Pimping ain't set this damn date up. This must have been production. So they had a little double date, and this was the only thing I will say about this is that Reemarkable is holding out on sex from her boyfriend of 10 years. They've been together 10 years, and she's like, you gotta put a ring on it. Next time I give you something, it's because we engaged or we about to get married. And she's basically pressuring him into proposing and marrying her. Now, she said they've been together for 10 years and they have one son, but I don't know if she's going about it the right way. I think she should have just had a conversation with him like, hey, look, I want to get married. I want to be a wife, your wife. If you ain't trying to do that, then I'm going to have to leave altogether. Not, I'm still your girlfriend, but I just ain't giving it up. Like, I mean, I guess either way, but you just never want to really force a guy. And when you take away sex, it's like, okay, how do you know that he's genuinely proposing to you because he wants to marry you, or how you know he just don't want to get that back that he's not getting right now? So, like Gina Martin just had that conversation, like, I'm leaving your ass until you ready to go and commit and buy my ring and everything. And then he'll be back, like Martin has. Now, they did have a little special about Ree and Chevy, and they love each other. They have a great relationship, seems like. And the good thing, Ree did say, I don't care how much Doreen calls. It doesn't have to be over the top. Like, she just wants to get married. So, I did like that part. She's not trying to be like oh, I need this big wedding. I need this big ring, all of that. But we may see her getting proposed to this season. So let's just get to the end of it, okay? The good part, the whole Ree versus Ayana. So it started at what was supposed to be BT's birthday, but his ass wasn't there, okay? I thought that was whack. They were first, everybody was there. BT was there, Bow Wow was there, Pimping, Diamond, even Shania was there. Shania left. As soon as they said Ayana was coming, she was out. Her and her boyfriend left. But Bow Wow was complaining and everything. And BT was talking shit like, it's my birthday, Bow want to be a punk, but I don't care. But he still left with Bow Wow. And I just thought that was whack. Because number one, BT, we don't even really know you. Like, other than the radio stuff, you haven't really shown us who you are on the show other than being Bow Wow's friend. And even Pimping and stepped out, got his little storyline with Diamond. BT, you need all the camera time you can get. So you should have stayed there at your own party. But I'm guessing maybe production told them what was going down and that the talk between Ree and Ayana was happening, and maybe Bow Wow and BT was like, oh, hell no, because this going to go left. Or because Buku came. Buku and Lily's son got there. You know, when they say Buku, Bow Wow does not approve. He gets to running, honey, and she ain't done nothing to him. So, I just wish that Buku would dress a little bit normal. Like, I don't want to say normal, but let me stop being mean. But I was just like, what does Buku got on? I'm sorry. Anyways, so after BT and Bow left, then the only ones there were Reemarkable and Chevy, Diamond and Pimpin', Lily's son was there, and then Buku. And again, Shania left, and once they said Ayana was coming. So Ayana and Amy pull up. Now, Reemarkable was loud. She was doing a lot. She was real hype. I don't know if it was her first time. I don't know what was going on, but she was just real hype. I was like, honey, you need to calm down. And when Ayana and Amy got there, they didn't speak to her, but they spoke to everybody else. I don't know if Amy spoke to her, but I know Ayana didn't. And she was just like, it seemed like Ree was trying to get noticed. I don't know. Like, she was on, like, 7 before, so she was, like, loud and whatever. But once Ayana got there, it was like she went to 10. I don't know. But she's a pretty girl. Like, she had no makeup on. Her hair was natural. I was like, okay, Reemarkable is really pretty. Diamond is pretty, but whoever got that pink lipstick on her need to be fired. Or whoever the hell was recording Diamond's confessional and didn't tell her, hey, this pink lipstick look a mess, they need to be fired. So anyways, they do the first round of the paintball, and Buku doesn't do it, and Amy and Ayana don't do it. So after they finish, they come back under the shelter, and Ree was being Ree. She was being a little loud, a little turned. But then she took a water bottle and wet her hair. She bent over and wet her hair. And Ayana was looking like, what the hell is she doing? And started to throw shade and was like, damn, Ree, you really trying to get me to notice you and whoop-de-whoop? Now, if you have natural hair, then you know exactly what Ree was doing, okay? When you got natural hair and it gets humid or frizzy, whatever, water will kind of help it tame a little bit, and it'll help bring some curls back out to it. So she just put the water bottle over her hair, you know, and then put it up in a bun or a ponytail. So I was like, Ayana, you reaching, because she started talking shit like, Ree, you trying to get me to notice you? Because, of course, she didn't speak to Ree when she first got there. And she's like, I'm not going to acknowledge you, but dang, girl, like, you trying to be noticed for real. And I'm like, girl, Ayana, the girl just trying to get her hair back right, but okay. So Ree goes over to Ayana, and to me, she came off good. She was like, hey, what's up? You're not going to play. I don't know why BT left. Just keeping it simple. And then she was like, well, since BT not here, I thought we could talk, which she had a good point. BT was not there, so it's not like y'all gonna mess up his birthday having a conversation. But Ayana shot it down. It was like, no, I don't want to talk. And, of course, that made Ree get defensive. And she's like, well, it's been a year, so when are you going to want to talk about it? And Ayana was like, I don't care. I don't want to talk about it. Now, Ree should have just been like, all right, you know what? You got it. Whatever. Because y'all were never friends. Like, Shania and Ayana really do need to talk. But y'all two just need to be able to be cordial in the same room. And y'all can do that. So y'all could have done that. But at the last night's episode, now y'all might not be able to do that. But she shouldn't be sitting there looking like she begging Ayana to talk to her, okay? Don't beg no hoe to talk to you. Well, not that Ayana is a hoe, I'm sorry. But don't be sitting up there looking like you begging someone. Like, no. She should have been like, all right, cool, whatever, and went right back to her man. But instead, she started to get upset and was like, I'm trying to talk to you because usually I fight, but I'm trying not to fight. And when you say that to a fighter, they're gonna challenge you. So Ayana was like, I mean, well, do you want to fight? And Amy was like, oh, no, like, please, no. Amy saw that it was about to go left. And then Ree responded with something like, oh, well, I don't want to beat your ass in front of everybody. And I'm like, now, this is just all wrong. Come on, Ree, you going about this all wrong. You want to fight because the girl don't want to talk to you? Like, this is not high school. So that wasn't really a good look for Ree. But, I mean, I see it both ends. I do feel like whatever Ayana said on Twitter about Brandon, Ree, it wasn't your place. It's none of your business. If that's how she feel, that's how she feel. You shouldn't have said nothing. However, on Ree's part, I do feel like it's not that big of a deal. Ayana should be able to move past it a little bit. So I see a little bit of both sides, and I like both of them. So, and it will be a good fight, but I don't want to, they don't need to be fighting like that. Pimping was like, oh, I got my money on Ayana because I done seen her throw them hands. I was like, ooh, this will be a good fight. I ain't even gonna front. But I'm pretty sure they're probably not gonna fight, but it will be a good one. So anyways, Ree just, of course, yeah, she got mad, but then Ayana not gonna back down. Ayana was like, well, what you want to do? Ayana actually put her finger in Ree's face. Like, bitch, now Ree, you talking about you a fighter, but a finger in the face is usually a trigger for someone to start whooping ass. And you ain't do nothing, so I don't know. Not saying she was scared of nothing, but, I mean, maybe she just wasn't trying to go that far, but you shouldn't have never said nothing about fighting, period. Because Ayana showed, put her hand in Ree's face. And that was about it. Their significant others kind of separated them. Lily's son was like, I'm staying out of this. I ain't got nothing to do with it. And, we'll see. Of course, WeTV is going to make us wait until next episode to see what happens. So be sure to subscribe to my channel so we can talk about it. Like this video. Thank y'all for watching. And we'll get into it next week and see what happens. That's where we left off at. They were still at the picnic tables kind of arguing. Not really trying to get to each other. Ree was just kind of standing there. Ayana was trying to get to her a little bit. I'm sure they're not going to fight, though, because they literally were sitting right next to each other. So if they wanted to fight, they would have fought. So we'll see what happens next episode. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, CarmenReneeXO. And thank y'all for watching. And be sure to come back next week so we can see what happens.